The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the world but within yourself. Deep inside, there is a part of you often deny, repress, or avoid. This hidden part, the shadow, is not your enemy but your greatest teacher. The shadow contains every fear, every insecurity, every dark thought you've tried to bury. To face it is to face the truth of who you are. And until you do, it will rule you from the dark. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the world, not against the people around you, but against the part of yourself you refuse to see. Inside you lives something hidden, something you may have spent years denying or burying. It is the sum of every fear, every shameful thought, every painful memory you try to escape. This is the shadow, and it is not your enemy. It is your path to wholeness. The more you run from it, the more power it gains over you. The more you ignore it, the more it shapes your decisions in secret. True courage is not found in conquering others, but in turning toward this hidden part of yourself and saying, I am ready to know you. To face your shadow is to step into the unknown within yourself, to dare to look at what you have tried to hide. At first, it will feel like staring into darkness, but if you stay with it, you will begin to see. You will notice that this darkness was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to teach you. It carries the parts of you you abandoned long ago, your unspoken anger, your unexpressed desires, your unlived potential. When you face it, you begin to understand that what you feared most was not the world's judgment, but your own truth. Within this darkness lies energy, raw, untamed, and powerful. Your shadow holds the key to the fire inside you. The anger you tried to repress can become your passion to create and to act. The fear you thought was weakness can become your deepest wisdom and caution. The pain you have carried for years can turn into compassion for yourself and for others. This transformation does not happen by pretending to be good, nor by rejecting your darker side. It happens by embracing the fact that you are both light and dark, and by allowing those forces to work together within you. The mask you wear each day is heavy. You smile when you don't want to. You say, I'm fine, when you are breaking inside. You play the part the world expects of you because it feels safe. But living behind a mask is not living, it is surviving. To face your shadow is to rip away that mask and finally breathe freely. It is to risk showing the world who you really are, even if it terrifies you. It is to walk through life no longer hiding from yourself, no longer pretending. That is freedom, even if it is raw and uncomfortable at first. When you descend into the depths of your being, you will find treasures you could not imagine. Jung once said that enlightenment does not come from imagining figures of light, but from making the darkness conscious. In that darkness lies gold, the creativity, the power, and the potential that have been waiting for you to claim them. It is not in avoiding the shadow, but in embracing it that you become whole. Wholeness is not perfection. It does not mean being free of flaws or mistakes. It means embracing every part of yourself, the parts you celebrate and the parts you hide. It means walking into the world no longer divided against yourself, no longer at war within. This is the journey of becoming who you truly are, not a mask, not a fragment, but a complete human being. So do not run, do not hide, do not fear what is inside you. Face your shadow, listen to it, learn from it. Make it your ally, because when you do, you will stop being ruled by the parts of you you refuse to see. You will step into life with power, with authenticity, with freedom, and the world will no longer shape you. You will shape yourself. The greatest battle of your life is not out there in the world, not with other people, not with the challenges life throws at you. It is with yourself. It is with the part of you that you cannot see, the part you often try to silence. Deep inside you lives something hidden, something uncomfortable, something you may have been running from for years. This is your shadow, the collection of every thought, every fear, every desire, and every emotion you have pushed away. It is the voice that whispers in the night when you are alone. It is the reason you sometimes react in ways you do not understand, and until you turn to face it, it will rule you from the dark. When you finally choose to face your shadow, you are stepping into the unknown. You are walking into the wilderness of your own soul. It is not a comfortable journey. The first thing you will feel is resistance. Your mind will want to turn away. It will tell you, this is too much, this is too painful, but it is precisely in this discomfort that growth begins. The shadow was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to reveal you. It is the part of you that carries the memories you didn't want to feel, the mistakes you wanted to forget, the emotions you thought you weren't allowed to have. To face your shadow is to reclaim every lost part of yourself. The power of the shadow is that it contains the very energy you have been seeking. Your anger, when transformed, becomes your ability to protect yourself and fight for what is right. Your fear, when understood, becomes wisdom and clarity, showing you where to be cautious and where to act bravely. Your pain, when embraced, becomes compassion, giving you the strength to understand others at a depth you never imagined. This is not about denying the darkness or pretending it does not exist. It is about turning that darkness into strength, into light, into something that fuels you rather than controls you. But you cannot do this while hiding behind the mask you wear every day. That mask, the one you put on so that the world will accept you, has become a prison. It keeps you safe from judgment, but it also keeps you from ever being fully alive. To face your shadow is to rip off that mask and stand in your own truth. It is to say, this is who I am, even if it scares me, even if it scares you. There is a raw freedom in being seen as you truly are, without hiding, without pretending. And yes, it will feel vulnerable at first, but vulnerability is where real power begins. When you descend into yourself, into the depths you once avoided, you will discover something extraordinary. There is gold hidden in the places you feared most. Jung once said that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. That means the treasure you are looking for is not somewhere outside of you. It is buried deep within the very pain you try to run from. Your creativity, your boldness, your true potential are all hidden in that shadow, waiting for you to claim them. This is why wholeness, not perfection, must be your goal. Perfection is an illusion, an endless race you can never win. Wholeness is real. It means taking every broken piece of yourself, every scar, every victory, every failure, and holding them together as one. It means saying, yes, this too is me. I will no longer fight against myself. I will no longer be divided. In wholeness, you become steady, unshakable, grounded. You walk through life as someone who has met their own darkness and is no longer afraid of it. So stop running from yourself. Stop burying what wants to be seen. Stop fearing the parts of you that feel too heavy to face. Turn toward the shadow. Ask it what it has been trying to teach you all this time. Listen to it, learn from it, integrate it, because when you do, you will no longer be a prisoner to unconscious impulses or hidden fears. You will live consciously, powerfully, authentically. And when you walk into the world with that kind of wholeness, nothing outside of you can shake you. You will no longer be at the mercy of life. You will be its co-creator. The most profound struggle you will ever face is not out in the world, not against fate, not even against those who stand in your way. It is the struggle with yourself. It is the battle with the unseen forces that live inside you. Buried deep within, there is a place you rarely dare to enter. It is a place of discomfort, a place of unspoken memories, of feelings you have rejected, of impulses you have tried to suppress. This hidden place is what Carl Jung called the shadow. It is the sum of everything you do not wish to acknowledge about yourself, your fears, your anger, your jealousy, your pain, but also your secret power, your untapped potential, and your greatest source of transformation. The shadow is not evil. It is not an enemy to destroy or suppress. It is a mirror, reflecting back to you the parts of yourself you have abandoned, and the longer you refuse to face it, the more it controls you from the dark. You see it in the ways you sabotage your own happiness, in the patterns that keep repeating in your life, in the anger that erupts unexpectedly, in the fear that keeps you small. The shadow, when ignored, does not disappear. It grows stronger, but when you turn toward it, when you face it with courage, it becomes your teacher, your ally, your path to wholeness. To face your shadow is to enter the unknown within yourself. It is to stand in front of the door you have kept locked for years and decide to open it. At first, you will not like what you see. You may feel shame, guilt, sadness, or fear. Your first instinct will be to run, but stay, sit with what arises, listen to it. What is this pain trying to tell you? What is this anger asking you to notice? There is wisdom hidden in what you reject. The shadow carries everything you once cast away because it felt too much to bear. But you are no longer that frightened child, that wounded version of yourself who had to push it all away to survive. You are stronger now, you can hold it, and when you hold it, you begin to see something extraordinary. This darkness contains light. Your anger, when understood, becomes a force that protects your boundaries and drives you toward what is right. Your fear, when explored, becomes a compass that points you toward what truly matters. Your grief, when felt fully, softens you, deepens you, and makes space for love. The shadow is not there to crush you, it is there to complete you. It holds the raw, untamed energy that you need to become fully alive. But to step into this process, you must be willing to take off the mask you wear every day. That mask is the persona you have built to be accepted, to be safe, to be loved. It is the version of yourself you show to the world, the version that hides what you fear others will not understand. It has protected you, but it has also imprisoned you. To face your shadow is to let that mask fall away, to risk showing your authentic self, flawed, complex, beautiful, to the world. Yes, this will make you vulnerable. Yes, some people may not accept the real you. But freedom is worth the risk, and living divided from yourself is far more painful than being misunderstood. There is treasure hidden in the places you fear. Jung said that enlightenment does not come from imagining figures of light, but from making the darkness conscious. This is the work, bringing into awareness what was once hidden, meeting it with compassion, and integrating it. In doing so, you will find the gold within the shadow: creativity, confidence, passion, power. These qualities have been waiting for you, locked away until you were ready to face them. And so, the journey is not toward perfection. Perfection is an illusion that keeps you striving endlessly, always feeling unworthy. The real journey is toward wholeness. Wholeness means accepting every part of yourself, the light and the dark, the beautiful and the broken, and holding them together as one. It means no longer being at war with yourself. When you reach this place of inner unity, you are unshakable. The storms of life no longer pull you apart because you have already met the storm inside. Do not run from yourself. Do not fear what you carry within. The shadow is not here to destroy you. It is here to wake you up. It is here to make you real. Turn toward it. Speak to it. Learn from it. Bring its lessons into the light. When you do this, you stop being a victim of unconscious patterns. You step into your own power. You live with authenticity, with courage, with freedom. And when you have faced the darkest parts of yourself and found the gold within them, you become someone who can face anything. Life no longer bends you, no longer breaks you, because you have met your own depths and returned stronger. You become whole, you become real, you become free. The most powerful confrontation you will ever have in your life will not be with another person, not with society, not even with the obstacles the world places in front of you. The most powerful confrontation will be with yourself, with the part of you that you keep hidden, the part you rarely dare to face. Within every human being there is a hidden dimension, a realm that holds all the feelings, thoughts, impulses, and memories that we have rejected or buried. Carl Jung called this part of us the shadow. The shadow is not just darkness. It is not simply evil or destructive. It is the part of you that you have not made conscious, the part you have locked away because you feared its power. In your shadow lives your unspoken anger, the pain you have not processed, the fears you could not face, the desires you told yourself were unacceptable. But it also holds your creativity, your courage, your wildness, your authenticity. In running from your shadow, you have been running from your wholeness. When you decide to face your shadow, you step into a journey that is not easy, but it is transformative, At first, it feels like entering a dark cave with nothing but your own courage to guide you. You will meet aspects of yourself that make you uncomfortable. You will see your own envy, your pride, your bitterness, your rage. And yet, if you have the strength to stay, if you have the courage to look closely, you will see that these emotions are not there to harm you, they are there to teach you. They are signposts, pointing you to the places where you have been wounded, to the parts of yourself that are still crying out for acknowledgement. Every fear you refuse to face becomes a chain that quietly binds you. Every piece of anger you repress eventually turns into resentment that poisons you from within. Every desire you deny eventually finds its way out in destructive ways. But when you turn toward the shadow, when you stop running and start listening, these forces lose their grip on you. You begin to see the purpose they serve. You begin to reclaim the energy that was trapped within them. This is not simply about healing pain, this is about reclaiming power. Your shadow holds raw energy, the kind of energy that can transform a life when it is integrated. Your anger, when brought into consciousness, becomes passion and motivation, the fire that allows you to set boundaries and stand up for what you believe in. Your fear, when understood, becomes a guide that shows you where you need to grow and where you are being called to step into courage. Your shame, when embraced, becomes humility and deep empathy for the pain of others. These are not enemies to be destroyed. They are parts of you waiting to be transformed. But to do this, you must be willing to remove the mask you wear every day. You must stop performing the role you think the world wants from you. The mask might have protected you, it might have kept you safe when you were vulnerable, but now it is suffocating you. It keeps you from living authentically. Facing your shadow means standing exposed without disguise and saying to yourself, "This is who I am, all of me." It is terrifying, but it is the first step toward real freedom. When you descend into yourself, into those places you once avoided, you will find treasures you could not have discovered any other way. Jung said that enlightenment does not come from imagining figures of light, but from making the darkness conscious. This is the secret. Your gold is hidden in the places you are most afraid to look. Your greatest strength is waiting for you in the places where you once felt the weakest. This journey is not about becoming perfect. Perfection is an endless game, a trap that keeps you striving, comparing, and never feeling enough. The goal is not perfection, it is wholeness. To become whole is to embrace every aspect of who you are, to stop fighting with yourself, to stop cutting away parts of your being to fit some ideal. Wholeness is messy, human, real. It is where you no longer have to pretend, no longer have to hide, no longer have to live in fear of being found out. When you become whole, you become powerful. You are no longer driven by unconscious fears or compulsions. You are no longer a slave to patterns that once controlled you. You begin to choose your life consciously. You begin to speak your truth without fear. You begin to love without hiding. You begin to act with clarity and strength. Do not run from the shadow any longer. It has been following you, waiting for you, calling you back to yourself. Turn toward it, listen to it, learn from it, integrate it. This is how you stop being divided within. This is how you end the quiet war that has been raging inside of you. When you face your shadow and bring it into the light, you become unstoppable because nothing within you is working against you anymore. And when that happens, when you finally meet yourself fully, you will discover that the world no longer controls you, your past no longer defines you, your wounds no longer dictate your future. You become the author of your own life, the sculptor of your destiny. You are no longer just a fragment of yourself, you are whole. The most important journey you will ever take will not be across oceans, not through mountains, not into the depths of space, it will be into the depths of your own soul. There, hidden beneath layers of habits, defenses, fears, and desires, you will find what Carl Jung called the shadow, the secret part of you that you have tried to deny, repress, or forget. The shadow is not just the dark corners of your personality, it is every thought you considered too dangerous to speak, every emotion you considered too much to feel, every desire you believed was unacceptable, every part of yourself you locked away so that you could be loved, so that you could be accepted, so that you could survive. But here is the truth. What you hide from does not disappear. It waits in the dark. It shapes your actions from behind the scenes. It whispers in your thoughts. It shows up in the patterns you keep repeating. It sabotages your relationships, your confidence, your dreams, not because it wishes to destroy you, but because it wishes to be acknowledged. Until you face your shadow, you will always feel divided inside yourself, as though a part of you is pulling in one direction while another part pulls you in the opposite way. To face your shadow is the most courageous act you can commit. It is to turn toward the very thing you have spent a lifetime avoiding. It is to walk into a cave with no promise of what you will find, knowing that what is inside may terrify you, but also that it may save you. In that darkness, you will meet the parts of yourself you have exiled. The anger you tried to swallow, the grief you buried, the fear you pushed aside, the hunger for life you told yourself you didn't deserve to feel. At first it will hurt, it will feel heavy, it will make you question who you really are, but stay there, breathe, sit with the discomfort instead of running from it. The shadow is not there to punish you, it is there to reveal you. Each emotion that rises is a message. Your anger is saying, I am tired of being silent. I want to defend what matters. Your fear is saying, I am here to keep you safe, but you must not let me control you. Your pain is saying, I have been waiting for you to feel me, to finally set me free. And when you listen, when you dare to feel, you begin to transform. The shadow holds tremendous energy. The very things you thought were your weaknesses become your sources of strength. Anger becomes passion. Fear becomes wisdom. Pain becomes compassion. Your shadow is like a wild animal, dangerous when ignored, but powerful when tamed. When you learn to integrate it, to bring it into consciousness, you no longer live as a divided being. You stop fighting yourself. You stop hiding. You begin to live with clarity and power because all of your energy is finally available to you. But this requires that you drop the mask you wear every day. You know, the mask, the face you put on for the world, the version of you that is polite, likable, acceptable, safe. That mask may have served you once. It may have protected you in moments when you felt too exposed. But now it has become a prison. It keeps you small. It keeps you living half a life. Facing your shadow is like taking a hammer to that mask and breaking it apart. It is standing before yourself and saying, this is who I really am, the good, the bad, the broken, the beautiful, and I will not hide anymore. When you dare to do this, you will discover that what you feared most is where your deepest power has been hiding. Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The light you are looking for is not out there, it is in the places you least want to look. The gold is hidden in the shadows. The treasure is buried where the pain is. You cannot skip over this part of your journey. You must go through it, and this journey is not about perfection. It is not about becoming flawless or pure or untouchable. Perfection is a lie that keeps you endlessly striving but never arriving. The real work is to become whole, to take every rejected part of yourself and bring it home. Wholeness means no longer living in conflict with yourself. It means embracing every scar, every fear, every dream, every failure, every victory as part of the same whole. When you are whole, you are unshakable because nothing within you is at war anymore. When you face your shadow, you free yourself. You stop being driven by unconscious impulses. You stop repeating the same destructive patterns. You stop living as a prisoner of your past. You become conscious. You become awake. You begin to choose your life rather than be swept along by it. This is the invitation: to stop running, to stop hiding, to stop fearing yourself. The shadow is not your enemy. It is your path. It is your teacher. It is your key to freedom. Face it. Listen to it. Learn from it. Integrate it. And when you do, you will not just survive, you will rise. You will walk through the world with authenticity, with power, with depth. You will have faced the storm within and found the gold that was buried there all along. And when that happens, you will no longer be just a fragment of yourself, you will be whole. You will be someone who has gone into the darkness and brought back the light. You will be unafraid, unstoppable, unshakable. You will be truly free. So face your shadow, do not fear it, learn from it, make it your ally, because when you do, the world will no longer control you. You will control yourself, and that is true freedom.